Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just the Two of Us. My name is Colleen, and welcome finally to our new kitchen. The installers finished yesterday, so it's not quite complete. We still have a backsplash to do, we still have to paint, and a few finishing touches. But I'm so happy and so excited to share with you what's already been done. And the part that I've been dying to get to do is to start organizing, filling the cupboards, and playing around with all the things. So I'm going to give you a little tour, and then we're going to start filling up the cupboards and the drawers and everything else. So here is my new beautiful island. We went with the butcher block top, and now I have more room this way. Before, the other island went out far this way, and I never used that part. So now I have a huge working surface. We have the bar stools on the other side. And when I show you over here, I have tons of storage, which we desperately needed. And then for all these cupboards, for the ones on the walls, we went with like literally cupboards. All the uppers are cupboards, but everything down below is a drawer. Some of them are this size, but most of them are the big ones, because to me, when you open a cabinet on the bottom, you're still always looking for things that are far back. I prefer drawers. So this way, everything will come sliding out towards us and make our life easier. And I'll explain this little option here we didn't know we were getting, but many of our drawers ended up with this other little drawer inside of them, but I'll explain that to you too. So literally the installers left yesterday. We've just placed a few things that we needed, like for breakfast this morning. The sink is there, but it's not hooked up. And I have lots and lots to put away. So we're going to start on the fun stuff, or what I consider fun stuff, to put in the drawers. And then we'll work our way slowly through all the stuff that's in the living room. I forgot to mention another big part of the kitchen is what I'm standing on. We had a whole new floor installed, and I love it. We got a very durable, it's a vinyl floor, it's not wood. It's super durable, it's scratch resistant. I can spill on this sucker, I can do all kinds of things, and we're really happy with it. I think it goes well with the countertops. But one of my absolute favorite things is this sink. It is huge, it is beautiful, and I just wish it was connected so I could start cleaning things better. Right now I'm just using a bucket with water, but I don't know. I think this is a 24-inch by 18-inch sink. So my canners are going to fit in here beautifully, anything like that. So yes, that old-fashioned farmhouse porcelain sink was nice to look at, but this is much more functional. I forgot to show you. This is the lighting that we picked for the kitchen. Maybe I'll turn the light off so you can see it better. But they're mason jars. Isn't that pretty? And it's on a dimmer switch so we can adjust the lighting. I'll turn them off and see what it looks like. There, maybe you can see them a bit better. Still have to take the tags off the top, and there's going to be one over the kitchen window as well. It's just not installed yet. But I thought those were really pretty and very apropos. Bring on the mess. So to me, this is the funner stuff to put away. It's all my baking stuff, some of my canning stuff. And I know the majority of that is going to go in the island. I want to keep all my flours and sugars here, all my measuring cups and spoons, my little mixers, anything like that that I use literally on a daily basis is going to go in these drawers. It's been a dream of mine. So now when I want to bake, cook, the utensils that I use on a daily basis is going to all be here. I rarely use my counters for any food prep. I'm used to working on an island and I love it. I have lots of space. So that's what we're going to start with first, is filling up with these type of things. I first want to talk to you about these little drawers I was saying that are in a lot of the bigger drawers. This we didn't know we were getting. This was all by accident, and not necessarily a happy one because we were charged for it all. And they're not cheap, and they're probably in every second drawer. There's one of these, but it was after the fact, so we're going to go with it. Yes, they'll come in handy and it's extra storage. But for example, I wanted to put like all my flour and everything on this drawer because I know I'm going to be using it the most, but I can't now because of this thing. So it's going to have to go in the bottom one where there isn't one of these. So yes, they'll be handy, but it's not something I would have picked. Also, these glass frames to hold things on the side, we didn't request, but they came as well. So they're bonuses, but not something we picked. So yesterday, right after the installers left, Frank went through with the shop vac and cleaned out any remnants of anything, and I went through and cleaned every single drawer and cupboard. So I have a bucket of dish soap and water beside me, and if anything needs wiping down, I'll do it. And nothing's going to be set in stone because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be changing my mind a bit. I'm kind of overwhelmed at the whole thing right now because there's so much to do, but those are my flours, my sugar. I'm even going to keep my baking soda, baking powder, my salt. And I still have room. I'll figure out something else because I just want kind of like food things in there. But don't hold me to anything because I have the right to change my mind. So here I have all different kinds of measuring spoons and that. I don't know if that's going to close. Yep. I did have a nicer one of those that I just bought. Let me find it. There, this is what I was looking for. I just don't know which way I'll put it. These are just all loose, different teaspoons and that I should go through and purge, but okay, that can go there. Move that out of the way. Will this close? Ooh, just, I don't know if I want that in there. That's why they put these glass things in here. So if it wasn't here with these deep drawers, things fall off the side. I don't have one. Oh, yes, I do. I only have one complete set of measuring things. I've just accumulated all these different ones over the years, and when one's dirty, I can just get another one. I cook and bake a lot. You know, I was so excited to do this, and it's the thing I've been looking forward to the most, but I almost don't know where to start. I had it all pictured in my head where everything was going, and now I have so many choices. I'm like stumbling over myself. So I think I'll just place things where I think they should kind of go for now. I'm just going to have to tweak it as I go along because I can't just keep putting things here and not put them away. So I'll put like my bowls there. I have my measuring things there. I'll do my scale, like my hand mixers, my immersion blender. I'm hoping I don't have to use my rolling mat anymore. I had to use it on the other island because it was tile and the grout, no matter how much I cleaned, would always come through onto my dough or whatever it is I was doing. So I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm hoping I won't have to use it, or at least not quite as much. If I roll it up better, it'll fit one way. Put all my canning stuff there. My cheesecloth. Okay. Look, I already have a little thing for giveaway. Do you fit any bowls on there?
I could put that on the project that you can.
Oh, right. Okay. Whoa, it fit. It did. Look. I didn't think it would. I think we're going to end it for today. We got quite a bit done. Most of all the bottom cabinets are full, and most of 2 levels of the upper ones. So it's pretty much stuff now that we don't use on a regular basis that'll go on the top. We still have a few things to organize, and I've filled up one bin so far of stuff for giveaway. So that's pretty good. So we'll pick it up again tomorrow, and by then everything should be done, and the rest of the house will be back the rest of the house will be back together as well. So I'll see you tomorrow. That is the last thing that needed to be put away. So everything has a home. I still may tweak a few things, but overall, I'm really, really happy where everything is and how easily everything fit. And I even have one shelf not being used, which just totally amazes me. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour and show you what I did. So here's the kitchen at a glance this way. And I'll explain a few things that still need to be done. And here it is this way. Okay, this little table is working fine for now. It's actually an antique table, an elderly gentleman made by hand. And it's fine for now. It blends in okay. But we're really lucky. There was a piece of the butcher block counter of the island that was left over that literally fits in this little alcove. So we can either make it bench height or we can make it a bit higher to be like an extension of the countertop. So we will eventually do that. We'll take away this table and have the same material of the island extend here. We will just have to put legs under it. But for now, this is working just fine. Now, this was disappointing because when the installers did all the kitchen, they discovered that the two cupboard doors that go here, they were sent in a gloss color. Everything else is matte, and these two are gloss. So they're still in their packaging, and we have to return them and get the matte finished. We have to return a few other things that came extra with the kitchen, so it won't just be for them, but still we have to return them and get the proper cabinets. And this big hole here will be the dishwasher. We have ordered a new dishwasher and a range hood for over the stove, but it won't come for another 4 to 6 weeks. Sometimes that's part of the problem living in a rural area. It takes much longer to get things delivered to us, but that's okay. I have a nice big sink to do dishes in, so I'm not worried. I'm going to take these two bar stools and chalk paint them in white and put nice cushion covers over them so they look nicer. We've had these for years. They work just fine. I see no need in replacing them. They just need a little bit of a touch up and they're going to work just fine. This side of the kitchen, I don't think you guys have ever really seen. This is our back door down here. There's stairs, and that's the door we use most often. And I have this little hutch here that, again, it's a heavy, useful piece of furniture, and I need to put something behind the couch because now it's open. And we're going to look for a nice sideboard or something like that. But in the meantime, again, I have white chalk paint. I'm going to paint this, distress it a little, paint all the hardware black so it matches with the rest of the kitchen, and I'll repurpose this as well. I love repurposing and recycling furniture. I don't see the need to spend on something when I already have something I can use. And I love doing projects like that. So this will be painted within the next week or so as soon as I catch my breath from doing all this, but we will reuse this as well. So this is actually 2 days after from where we left you off because a friend of ours came over the next day and installed the sink and the faucet and did all the plumbing underneath. And now I have my big, beautiful sink that I can use. And this is where we'll do all the backsplash. It'll go all around here and around the stove and that. So we have to paint the kitchen, but we're humming and hawing if we'll wait until after the backsplash is done, because then that's gonna, conflict with, messing up the walls and stuff. So everything's up in the air right now. I'm trying my very, very best to have as little things on the counter as possible. I love my canister set with the roosters, so that'll stay for sure. The toaster, just some cooking utensils, and these are very, very pretty glass jars and that I have, and I love to display them. They're a set of 4, but I'm tempted to kind of put them away because I don't want things on the counter, but we'll see. I may find another home for them just yet. So let me show you inside some of the cupboards. So everything here is what I would pretty much use on a daily basis. So here I have all my measuring cups, my scale, my emulsion blender, things like that. And in these little drawer things, I put all my measuring spoons, spatulas. I still have room to add a few things. I want to put more of my, reusable lids. And then down here, I put my flour, sugar, things like that, my big measuring cups, my rolling pins. And it's just so much easier. We've already cooked a few things and everything is at my fingertips. So the same on this side. I haven't even used the drawer to its full capacity. Right now, I just have all our reusable bags and crumpet things. And so I still have to make better use of the space because not everything's used. Here, we just filled it up with all our Keurigs because we always just kept them in the box. So now they have a place. Here, I just put all my mixing bowls and a couple of strainers. And down here is all my baking pans. Not like roasting things, anything to do with baking, like my bread pans, muffin pans, everything is there. I no longer have to dig deep and look for things. It's all right here. And so the same thing, it's a recurring thing. I have, a lot of our casseroles here, strainers, just stuff like that. And down here, this is a pleasure. I have a lot of pots and pans. I do a lot of cooking and preserving. And now everything fits in this drawer. Everything's in the same place. I don't have to look in multiple cupboards for it all. And here for this little drawer, we just put the extra utensil things that we don't use on a daily basis. The ones that don't fit on the counter are here. This is one rule I've made and I'm going to stick to it. I chose this size drawer for a reason. This is all the Tupperware or rubber containers I am keeping. If it doesn't fit in this drawer, it's going. So I've kept different sizes. A few are big, a few are small. And if it doesn't fit in this drawer, out the door it goes. Because even though we keep leftovers and we enjoy them, they're generally going into one little casserole. I don't keep a lot of food like stored in the fridge like this because we eat it or I can it, freeze it, or preserve it. So that's it for the Tupperware. One little drawer. And down here, I just put like my food processor and blender. And for the uppers, I thought I had the extra shelf there. I forgot. We put a few extra things up there. So I don't have an extra shelf, but I still haven't used the space efficiently enough. So we'll see. So just stuff like this. Over on the other side, we have our glasses, our mugs, stuff like that. And everything is just so easy to reach. I'm so happy. So we're almost there. I almost have the perfect background for videoing until those cupboard doors get fixed. That's going to be a bit of an eyesore. Until the dishwasher's installed, that's a bit of an eyesore. And without the backsplash or painting, that's still not so pretty, but it's way better than it was. We're almost there. And I'm also going to feel like I'm kind of in one of those cooking shows on TV. You know how they always just reach down behind a counter and everything's there at their fingertips? I almost feel like that because I can just reach into any of these drawers and almost everything I need is at my fingertips. It's just wonderful. We're still getting used to it. We keep opening the wrong cupboards to get things, and I don't know, it's a bit strange. We feel like we're in someone else's house, but I'm pretty sure we'll get used to it fast. So thank you so much for coming along on this very long kitchen journey with us. It was fun to share it all with you, and even more fun to show you the end of this, or almost the end. So thank you so much. And until we're together again, take care.